Every sheet of paper begins with a simple journey into nature. Strong fibers are the secret behind durable handmade paper. The best fibers are selected one piece at a time. Nature provides everything needed for this ancient craft. Mulberry bark has been prized for papermaking for centuries. Only the strongest fibers make it to the next stage. The raw materials are ready to begin their transformation. Every material must be carefully sorted before processing. Anything weak or damaged is removed. Papermaking was often a shared community effort. Old cloth can become beautiful writing paper. Every unwanted piece must be removed.
Organization helps ensure a better final product.
Now the fibers must be thoroughly cleaned. Washing removes impurities that weaken the paper. Clean fibers create cleaner, stronger sheets. Some fibers need extended soaking before processing. The fibers are beginning to soften. After washing, excess water must drain away. Each batch is checked before the next step. Smaller pieces are easier to process. Preparing the fibers properly saves hours of work. The fibers are now ready for cooking. Heat helps unlock the fibers inside the material. The transformation begins with fire and water. Slow cooking softens the fibers for papermaking. The fibers must cook evenly from top to bottom.
Hours of cooking slowly break the fibers apart.
The fibers are becoming flexible and workable. Patience is one immunization of the most important tools. The steady heat keeps the process moving. The cooked fibers are finally ready. What was once tough plant material is now soft pulp stock. Cooling prepares the fibers for beating. The fibers must reach the perfect consistency. A final rinse removes anything left behind. Clean fibers lead to better paper. Now comes one of the hardest stages. The fibers must be broken down by hand. Each strike helps create paper pulp. This demanding work can take many hours. The fibers begin to unravel and blend together.
Skill and endurance are essential.
The raw materials are changing completely. Every movement shapes the future paper.
Water helps create a smooth mixture.
Experience tells him when the pulp is ready. At last, true paper pulp has been created. The next step will turn pulp into paper.
Now the paper itself is about to take shape.
In the next stage, these fibers will become a real sheet of paper. The pulp is now mixed with water to form the paper suspension. Every fiber must be evenly distributed. This mixture will soon become paper.
The right consistency is essential for strong sheets.
Now the forming process can begin. This simple tool shapes every sheet. Generations have used tools like these. The screen collects the floating fibers. Thousands of fibers begin locking together. The first paper sheet is taking shape. And only the water leaves the screen. Gentle motion strengthens the sheet. The fibers bond into a single surface. A fragile sheet now exists. Every sheet is checked before transfer. The next step removes the sheet from the mold. Precision is critical here. The paper must transfer without tearing. The delicate sheet leaves the screen. One successful transfer completed. This is handmade paper in its earliest form.
The process repeats again and again.
Each new sheet joins the growing stack. Dozens of sheets can be made in one session. Patience turns effort into production. The sheets are protected between cloth layers. Now the excess water must be removed. Pressing strengthens the paper. The weight begins its work. Pressure forces water from the sheets. The paper becomes denser and stronger.
This stage can take many hours.
Moisture leaves little by little. Experience guides every decision. Time helps complete the process. The pressing stage is finished.
The paper is much stronger now.
The transformation continues. Every sheet must be handled gently. The fibers are now tightly bonded. The paper is beginning to look complete. More work still remains. Quality matters at every stage. Next comes natural drying. Fresh air will finish the job. Each sheet is positioned by hand. The breeze helps remove moisture. The hidden structure becomes visible. The workshop begins to fill with paper.
Careful drying prevents damage.
Every sheet dries at its own pace. The paper slowly reaches maturity. Only a little water remains.
Experience tells him when it's ready.
The drying stage is complete.
Next, the paper will be refined into a finished writing surface.
The paper is dry, but the journey is not over. Each sheet must now be refined by hand. Simple tools create remarkable results.
A smooth surface makes writing easier. The fibers are gently compressed. This traditional technique improves quality. The surface becomes smoother with every pass. Patience creates a professional finish. The paper is becoming easier to write on. The difference is already visible. Every sheet is checked by touch. Different tools create different finishes. The goal is strength and smoothness. Thousands of fibers work together as one. The paper is nearly complete. Quality control comes next. Precision improves presentation. Every cut must be accurate. A clean edge reflects careful craftsmanship. The sheets are taking their final form. Uniformity is important.
The paper is now ready for inspection.
Light reveals hidden imperfections.
Strong fibers means strong paper.
This sheet passes the test.
Some paper receives decorative touches.
Natural colors come from nature itself. These dyes add beauty without chemicals. Every color is prepared by hand.
Decoration adds unique character.
Each sheet becomes one of a kind.
Nature becomes part of the paper.
Simple materials create beautiful results. The craft blends function and art.
Now the paper can fulfill its purpose. The true test is writing. A well-made sheet accepts ink beautifully.
The fibers guide every stroke.
Words now live on the finished sheet. This is the final reward of the process.
Knowledge can now be preserved.
Months of experience guide every step.
The paper is ready for storage.
Every bundle represents hours of work.
Proper storage protects the paper. The workshop's effort is now visible. The paper is ready to serve its purpose. Its journey continues beyond the workshop.
In the next chapter, the paper will enter daily life and become part of history.
The finished paper now begins its life beyond the workshop. People immediately notice the quality. The smooth finish speaks for itself. No two sheets are exactly alike. The paper quickly finds important uses. For many, learning begins on paper like this. Knowledge is preserved one word at a time. The fibers hold every mark. Each page helps shape a future. Artists also value its natural beauty. The surface welcomes creativity. Art and craftsmanship come together. Important records depend on durable paper. Every document begins with a blank sheet. The paper captures every detail. Stories and records are preserved. Information survives because of paper. Some sheets become books. The paper gains a new form. Each stitch secures knowledge. A simple sheet becomes a lasting journal. The journey continues inside every book.
Paper records memories and experiences.
Some pages preserve history itself. Good paper can survive generations. The strength begins with quality fibers.
Knowledge travels from one generation to the next.
Now the craft must be passed on. Every generation learns from the last. Understanding begins with observation. The tradition continues through teaching. A future craftsman is taking shape.
The knowledge survives through people.
What began as plants became paper.
The transformation is remarkable. Every sheet tells a story of effort. The craft remains deeply connected to nature. Simple tools created something extraordinary.
Each tool played an essential role.
The day's work comes to an end. The results of many hours are now visible. One sheet contains an entire journey.
Its beauty comes from nature.
Its purpose is to carry ideas. Paper gives permanence to words.
The craft has fulfilled its purpose.
From humble fibers came something lasting. And that is how handmade paper is created, one sheet at a time. Each new day begins with the results of yesterday's work. Every sheet carries its own unique character. The transformation from fiber to paper is truly remarkable. Together, these sheets represent days of careful craftsmanship. Paper can take many forms depending on its purpose. Even after drying, fresh air helps preserve quality. The best paper makers learn to judge quality by touch. The strength of paper comes from thousands of connected fibers. Simple tools can create something extraordinary. Every finished sheet represents patience, skill, and tradition. Paper allows messages to travel beyond time and distance. The journey ends here, but the story written on the paper is only beginning.